in mind, when we last left off, Silas was busy working on his bar, while the rest of our adventurers were trying to figure out two important things. One, Bells had to make a delivery, but also we're trying to figure out ways to maybe support Silas in their new entrepreneurial ventures.
Yes.
Aiko had a suggestion though, as she made a proposal to go to a special bar down in the Hells. Gave you guys an invitation. Tried to offer to invite one of your newer compatriots, Violet, immediately opening the door to find it's pretty much a sex club, and she slowly backed away. You spent the time there getting to meet a new person, the owner of the Pleasurable Peril, named Vespara, and were offered to, get some fresh wine for Silas's bar by going to meet a sommelier. Many mephits and lemurs died, not mephits, imps, died during your visit, including some that got punted with wine glasses. MJ may or may not have burnt their tongue off on a City of Brass wine. And cultists were fucked with, tortured, and you made a chastity ghost, which you then ended up killing before they finally got their orgasmic release.
Yay!
It was a good time. Again, this is an 18 plus stream. You're an age of 18. Fuck off. This is what we warned you about.
Yeah.
With that though, you guys. Yes.
Talk about ending out on a bang.
With that though, you were able to spend the rest of your time at Pleasurable Peril, safely having a good time. Kilara may or may not have tried to make out with one of the lords.
Make out? You thought it was
Furnace.
gonna end at making out? Please.
No, it was gonna be making out with. It was gonna be making out with you in the afterlife. Anyway.
No, fair.
I mean, Atlas already been making out with the sword, anyways.
I was shooting for a home run on that one, but I couldn't even get a bunt.
Nope, you couldn't. You're lucky you didn't get a beheading.
Fair.
With that in mind, we'll say that you guys have been made your way back. Around, we'll say it's one of those moments where everybody's kind of gone back together about the same time. As Silas, we've had you working on your bar. Is there anything particular you probably would have wanted to do with your time? Besides just the day in, day out deliberate droll of trying to get this ship functioning so that you can start serving people?
You think Silas would focus on anything else, really?
No, not really.
Because let's be fair, this man's been trying to get this bar online for a while now, and no longer having to deal with cataclysmic bullfuckery that is, God knows what else. Who knows? Eldritch Deity. Let's go through all the list of everything. Weird ass not deers.
You've been traumatized.
God. Let's just say Silas just had a fucking enough.
Yeah.
God's monsters and fucking Belza.
Yes. But you've come back in after a long day of working on stuff. Aika's kind of sitting at the bar, immediately pours you a glass of wine. It's like, so, how we doing? Not good, huh?
Well, it's been rough. It's not a sham. Sorry, not a sham is not the word. It's not a wreck.
Okay. Is it at least a ship now?
It is a building and a ship.
Progress.
Progress indeed. Just yikes! All of it has been quite a mess, and I've only got 2 staff members. Well, maybe even 1 staff member.
What happened to the other one?
I don't know. he shows up here and there. And Vtuber has been quite the he snaps his fingers trying to think because he's so scatterbrained. Has been quite of the
employee.
That's the word. He's been a great employee. He's doing an amazing job.
Well, I mean, take it how you get, I guess. And with that, she'll slide you over a glass.
What is this?
I mean, you've been working all day. Thought you might like a drink.
Well, I'm asking what the drink is. I appreciate it, though.
Honestly, let's see. What is this wine? She kind of just pulls it out, looks at the bottle, inspects it. All right, this is from the Hell's Order. Apparently, it goes well with gnome.
No, okay. He takes a swig at what does it taste like?
It's very earthy. Kind of full body.
Earthy. You never expect that from the Helms.
Yeah. Look, apparently there's like I know a friend who knows a guy that has some really fucking good wine. Which about that time, Belza, Kilara, Alexa, and Key, you guys will have come through the front door. Crates in tow after having your lovely afternoon.
Hey, we're home.
Speaking of which, welcome home. Did you get the goods?
Yeah.
Yeah, we got everything.
Kick ass.
And I'll
Kick
go over and
ass.
put it on the counter.
Is Silas in the room?
Yes.
He's currently
Over
enjoying
in-
a glass of wine.
Kilara will come over and sit next to Silas and plop down. Not really plop down. Do my usual hop up on the stool in a perch position. Question, very important physics question.
Uh-huh.
These stools, do they spin or are they just like stationary stools?
Hold that
They
thought.
look stationary.
No,
but
they
I
spin.
Really want them.
Yes! Kilara hops up, forgetting they spin, and just starts slowly spinning around like, hey, fuckface, wait, hold on, I'll be right around, hold on.
Silas
Wait.
will just put his hand out and, like, on the shoulder, it just stops there, like, just looking at him.
Oi, where you been?
Busy. Working on the bar with your brother.
Oh, how's shithead doing?
Shithead's fine. He's being less of a shithead.
Oh, good for him. Should probably pay him
He's
a
asked how you
visit.
do it.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
He gives a shit, huh?
He is a shithead. Of course he gives a shit.
Fine. Can we, stop by later after we catch up, you know?
I mean, no, wait, you don't have a copy of the key. That's right. Yeah, no, shit. We can stop.
Yeah, that'd be nice. Family reunions are always
I shudder for a sec.
pleasant.
Last I remember, your last one didn't end up so well.
Now they're quite shit, if I'm being honest. They're not fun.
You're not wrong. Mine was rather shit too.
Oh, fucking, what's his name doing?
I don't know where Hunter is. Haven't
Hunter.
found him yet.
Yeah.
Is everybody else just waiting by the door?
No, Bill's has come over to the bar, it looks like.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
I've gotten myself comfy on my stool. And I imagine, like, she realizes from her buddy that, oh, these spin. And she's just slowly spinning in place.
Spinny stools are a danger to people with ADHD.
No, they're a blessing to people with ADHD.
They're a
It's
trap.
fun.
Yeah, they're a trap.
But yeah, Silas, I will say, as Bells has come to sit down, there is a huge crate that's been plopped on the bar.
It's a box.
From the hells.
It's
Filled with
mostly
wine.
your box. As she pulls out one bottle, like, this is mine.
My box?
Oh yeah, you were starting that bar casino. What are you making?
But yeah, I mean, I appreciate it. I have a box of
Oh look. No, kind of slide
Yeah,
Oh,
over.
supposed
right,
to
box
open.
of wine as he sees Tender pull out a bottle.
Had a
It's,
little
yeah,
visit
it's
to home.
loaded to the brim. Loaded to the brim with wines of different kinds, including a few bottles of the one that you're drinking. There also seems to be a couple from the City of Brass, a few other ones that are more dessert wines. It's a good blend. It's a good variety.
Jesus, this is a lot of wine. I didn't know there was so many types of wine.
Well, yeah, 9 layers.
9 layers? Is it like a cake?
Sorta. You could say that, except
If
it's
it was a
horrible.
cake, if it was a cake, it tastes still was a wine.
That wasn't that bad. Also, it's kind of a birthday cake. Upside down cake. It's still cake.
It's also saying, Kilara, you're making Alexa's like, hey, don't diss our wine.
Kilara like hops up, almost jumping on the bar, like hands up on the bar, sticks their tongue out and points at it.
Look at what the rabbit did to my tongue. It's
Roll
still
me a
has it
D20.
here.
Okay.
Roll me a D20.
D20. 14.
It honestly looks kind of bad. It looks like it's moderately burnt. You can see like there looks like some gashes on the side. It's kind of gross.
Kalara, what did you stick your tongue out at? It
I
certainly
said
gave
that-
it quite the lashing.
I stuck my. Why am I talking like that? I stuck my tongue in a glass of wine, and it was terrible. I almost died.
How do you almost die from a glass of wine?
That's what I thought.
Normally, you almost die after, like... He starts counting. 5, 7 bottles of wine?
Give or take.
He's off to the side just laughing, going, well, kind of a weird reversal of I was able to hold it nice and easily. Kilara, not so much.
The City of Brass stuff can be a little spicy.
It's
Use
good
The
though.
fuck's the City of Brass?
Yeah, we went down and fucked with some devils. It was great.
Silas will give you the side eye. Fuck some devils?
Fucked with, but well, I don't know about you. I tried. I failed miserably. I tried hitting up what was her name? The big one.
Zariel?
Yeah, that one.
dude, they flirted with Zariel.
Zariel?
Zariel. The Archduke of the
What
first
the
level of
fuck is
hell.
Zarya?
I'll explain. So, kind of almost drawing it out on the counter with probably a little bit of chalk. So there are 9 levels, and each of them has an Archduke. The first level, Avernus, is a war zone. Zariel is the bad bitch who runs that, at least on the devil side. She's a
Ooh,
bad
I tried to
bitch.
fuck with it. I tried to fuck with the fun one. Nice.
You flirted with a bad bitch and survived. When I said you have street cred, you have street cred.
I just start spinning again. With a big shitty
Silas
grin on my
just
face.
looks confused and eyebrows just fully cocked. Like, what the fuck is she talking about?
If you'll notice, Kilara's little hyena tail is also wagging as they spin slowly in circles. Just they're very
I
proud
will
of
say,
themselves.
I will say while this is going on, a knock at the door.
That's new.
Those don't usually knock.
Yeah. Pulls out a key and is like, just give me a second. She'll go over to the door. Key kind of at the
Silas
ready,
will-
just in case.
Silas will nudge Kilara. I bet it's her husband.
Immediately
he's
gives you a
married?
side eye and is like, shut the fuck up.
I don't think
He's got
Zariel
this like
opens the
shitty
door.
grin and whistling.
Hmm?
Like on the whole shut up with the like husband thing. He's just do 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 do.
As part of me is I'm having to do a chaotic multitask moment. Breaking the fourth wall. Fuck y'all.
Hmm?
Don't worry about it.
I peeked at the stream. I was like, oh.
Yeah, that one when you thought you had something prepped and you didn't. Anyway, yeah, she opens the door to see what you all recognize as Vespar from before. Literally opening up, holding a dick.
Oh.
Hmm? But
Hi, good to
is
see
that
you,
a-
hon.
Is that a penis?
No, it's a dick. Get it right.
What? But a penis is the accurate term for it.
Yes, but when used for sexual purposes in the kinky matter, I prefer to call it a dick. Respect my choices.
What is kinky?
As Aiko's immediately like just rubbing her eyes, being like, "Why are you here?" It's like, I was supposed to make a delivery of well, this, as she literally just puts it in Aiko's hands of the dick, and it's like, okay,
Kind of nudging Key.
great.
I think that's yours.
You'll just kind of like you remembered. Which one is it?
So you look down, and it looks to be like partially scaled at the top as it goes down, and it looks to have a warmth heat to it. It's a dragon dick.
Noise.
It's that moment of he looking at it, looking over at Vesparia, and just big ol' hug like before, and then just kind of looking back towards Aiko, going, "What? I haven't had anything in a while. They offered. I agree."
Like resting bitch face, like, I haven't either, but I did not expect you to be like, I want a dragon dick for my day.
And he's just kind of like, "What? They're not that bad." And then also kind of stops, looks at it. "We can share it."
Immediately the tail's like outstretched and fluff. And it's just like, I'm just gonna give this to you. And as you slowly hands it as far as even like, we could just have a threesome or a quartet.
And this is
Immediately face gets even redder and it's just like, Spar, don't you need to go do another performance? Oh, fuck you, right, I gotta go, bye. Immediately runs off.
Meanwhile, he's just kind of like holding it and just, "God, I kind of like her idea. Another time."
See? I swear to fuck, all you think about is fucking.
And just
That
This
and
is-
necromancy.
this shitty grin and just kind of like, "What? Fire's also a good one. Also, you're just as..." and also kind of like face a little bit into Aiko's. "You're red. You're thinking about it."
Kind of would like freaked out for a moment, but then immediately calms down and is like, you know what I'm also thinking about?
Still like, holding. "Yes."
The number 5. As you see 5 bolts of energy come out from the key and you get hit for 14 points of force damage.
And it just says,
Smarmy from the couch.
"Deserved."
And here we gathered to memorialize our good friend Key, who died as she lived. Tempting fate.
Wanting
Silas
to get
is,
fucked and being denied. As Lexon continues the sermon.
Silas is looking at the wine, swirling it around like, eh.
Are we gonna
Completely lost on the conversation.
Are we gonna bury Key with with the dildo though? Because if we do, we should probably like lay it flat so that it doesn't stick up through the. Or it'd be actually pretty
Wait,
funny.
I thought it was called. Hold on. I thought it was called a dick. That was called
Oh,
a dildo.
that's right. A dick.
Like, meanwhile, he's just
Okay.
on the ground
Why don't
holding
we
this.
move on from this conversation? Key, if you're gonna want to use the dick, shove up your ass and have fun with it later.
And he's just kind of like, not in public, unless you want to watch.
Oh.
I mean, that is nope. Shutting up.
He's at this point like getting up off the ground, laughing, and just again, offer still there for later. Like holding it up and giving it a little wave with a shit-eating grin.
Oh my god, you all are ridiculous. Anyway, I do have some intel on a new card holder for you guys if you want to go knock that out today.
It gets me more money that I can pump into other things.
Probably walking
Honestly,
back
this one
over.
might pay you really fucking well.
He's got
Ooh.
something you can pump into if you want.
What do you mean by
swear
that?
I should not have sent you all to that bar. This is what I'm gonna be stuck with for the rest of my fucking eternity.
Not eternity. Week at best, maybe. Just walking over, pocketing it, like, save you for later.
Wait. Can I see that for a sec?
And he's just, oh, yeah, pulls it out again and hands it over.
Kilara just kind of holds it for a moment and just like stares at it in front of them. Gremlin smile, and they just start wiggling it, and it just kind of wiggles a little bit, and then their eyes kind of just shoot out over, like side eye looking over at Silas.
Silas is just like, why the fuck is it wiggly and floppy?
Anyway, continue.
Just
Oh,
more
my word.
confused than anything. As you do the sausage scene from Game of Thrones, you ass.
Mm-hmm.
I love this so much. Anyway, with that in mind, Aiko kind of just rolling her eyes and it's like, I swear you all are children. Anyway, as she kind of like, which one of you still has the book from the notes I gave you all?
Book? Notes?
Oh yeah. Yeah,
What?
it seems like y'all forgot about this part. It's cool. This is gonna be a pop quiz moment. As actually, she'll probably pull out a fresh copy. And who wants a book?
Putting a key.
Ooh. Gimme.
Grabby paws.
Oh. Alright, here it is. And she kind of gently tosses the book over. Turn to page 35.
This homework. I don't want it anymore.
It's
Silas just takes it from Kalara, opens the 35.
as you see a drawing of a key. In this case, it looks very rudimentary. As the top of the key, where you've seen pictures in the past, it literally just looks like a cube. A little bit rounded on the edges, but very clean. As on the other side, you see notes, with the top of it being titled Ooze. The holder of the
Silas will look
card
at the
and maker
key.
of the card.
Silas will look at it, look at Roomba, look back at it, look at Roomba, close his book.
I will
Points
say the
at
only thing that
Roomba.
she's like, yes, you are going to go hunt for the person that actually manifests these things.
Silas just looks confused. So we're finding
Literally
someone who
does
can
this-
make more Roombas?
Not quite. Oh my word. As the Roomba's honestly on the countertop right now as it's walking over the chalk drawing of the layers of hell. As it walks back spotless and then just flops back on the floor after stretching itself too damn long.
It's gotta get down somehow. No.
Yep. There's actually different variants of oozes now out there in the multiverse. And apparently, the person that made that card, and also the one that holds that card in their soul now, has the ability to manifest them. And been watching, and for the first time, I've actually seen a card holder that's actually found a way to make use of their card in like a practical sense. It's kind of impressive.
Damn, alright. what's the word? Depreciate us?
Oh no, you guys have been really impressive how you've grown as well. But I mean, no offense, but the lady figured out how to turn into a business.
How do you?
She sells the uses as looking back over to the Roomba, kind of.
Less that, more just whatever apparently she can get opportunities for. Alchemical components, clothing, yes, Roombas.
Silas just eyebrow cock at clothing.
Careful with your words now. Cock was mentioned.
Oh shit, you're right.
Anyway, as she kind of fidgets through her key ring and pulls out one that is a copy of the ooze, tosses it over to Kilara since they didn't want the book.
Yeah.
Uh,
I love toys.
that'll get you to the closest door to them.
All right.
And from what I've seen from my research and practice of it, you're not gonna have to go hunting too far.
Anything particular we should look out for? Like, I don't know, any sort of descriptors that might help us find the key? The person?
Honestly, like I said, from where this one will drop you, you're not
Yeah.
gonna have to work hard. It's literally
Okay.
she'll literally be the only person there.
Oh,
Well, maybe minus people there for the collect and purchase, but she's the shop owner, so
oh,
Easy
it's
enough.
pretty easy. Yeah.
yeah, pretty cut and dry. Only thing I will say is the goal is the same. Try to convince her to come over, maybe even warm up to her, maybe offer to work for her for a little while or something. I don't know. Butt her up, see if you can get her to come visit. We can go from there. Any other questions?
Will there be terrible tongue-scalding wine?
Maybe terrible tongue scalding oozes if you decide to lick one.
Ugh. I don't want to lick an ooze.
Then you'll be fine.
Okay.
Just you don't want to look at his key
Why would you
shuffling.
lick an oof?
I wouldn't.
But you clearly infer that you would.
No, I wouldn't. That's what I just said. See?
He's just off to the side giggling. It's like, I wouldn't exactly look at news. I'd let them do other things if they want. Providing I live.
Silas just leans over the bar looking at Key, who then looks at the dragon cock in Kilara's hands.
Oh, yes,
to
Kilara.
Key.
Kilara still has. And Q's just looking at, looking at it, looking back at you. What?
Squints.
There's just this blink grin.
You know, they say oozes can fit through a gap as small as 1 inch.
We're not going there.
Yes. But as even Aiko rolls her eyes, like, yes, for the tightest of asses. Now then, are you going to head out?
Yeah.
Well,
right,
no
let's
need
go.
to be that tight ass. All right, everyone. I guess we're gonna go find things.
Here, take my hand. I'll lead you.
I'm not grabbing the dick.
Ah, come on. Have fun.
Also, the whole Titus S thing, Q's just kind of going, you remember, I'm only 6 inches tall originally.
I
With
don't
big
want
grin.
to think of the implications. Nope. We're moving on. Goodbye.
Here, Key. Take your toy back.
It's just, thank you. And they're like, I'm grabbing it, just looking Killer dead in the eyes. Same thing as Ico. If you ever want to use it.
Yeah, no. I'll just let you know. Come knock on your door.
And just a nod. First few days may be in use on the knocking, so you've been warned. As she's just pocketing it.
Before I go, you did mention something earlier, boss lady.
Yeah, what's up?
Kind of pulling it from, probably a spot in, like, the raw. You wanted these back? Kind of holding up the keys.
Oh, yeah. And it's time. If you have one, please return them.
Mm.
Makes it easier for me to be able to navigate.
Oh, do we have to?
No offense, you haven't been stuck here for multiple centuries on end.
He'd put hers on the counter without any issue and just enjoy.
And this is
Going towards the door.
Key of the expert, right?
Yeah, pretty much your keys from season 1.
Hmm.
Who knows? Kind of
Wait,
looking over at Kilar. We
so
might
I lose
find
key
something
of the
better.
ex- I lose my key. God damn it. Wait.
You
Don't
all
even
are
have
big
any-
children now. Yeah, you gave yours away
Ha.
before running home to your wannabe parents.
My wannabe dad, it was something.
But yeah, she'll take them as with that. It's like, not to mention, it makes it so that I can actually escape this place and help you all.
And it's just nodding. Fair enough. Looking over towards Violet.
Chin
And
up,
just,
chin up,
gonna
buddy.
come with, or are you sitting it out again?
I'll take a look and see what it looks like.
Hey,
As
at
she'll-
least you'll know if there's a bag of dicks on the end or not.
And just keep laughing.
no,
That was
I
the last
saw the
one.
Yes, I saw the dicks. I was not. No, just no, please no.
Wait, they
That's
weren't
okay.
even in a bag?
Sarah with the point redemption.
Made
Get in
dress.
that dress.
Just Silas with the
Aw.
not in a bag. Nah, it's more of a pit of tentacles.
Then next thing you know, the mattress comes out. As the brain just breaks trying to think and figure this out.
Oh, you're pretty again.
But how is this pretty?
Oh, looks good on you.
As Lexi was like, you do look really good in a dress, hon.
We told you it's the legs.
Silas. This
It's
Silas
definitely
is
the
just,
legs.
just has a look of, I've had enough. I haven't even started and I've had enough. Let's go.
Which I'll say as whoever's up front puts the key in the door, turns and opens it. Instead of being greeted with a sex club, this time you're greeted with what looks to be the outsides of a lovely farmland. Rolling hills. It's quite nice, honestly.
This doesn't look anything like Kilara's home, approximately, does it?
No, it does not. As I'll say, another thing you notice is you notice various types of humanoid creatures walking around that look to be animalistic. Dogs, cats, birds, rabbits, of varying sorts.
My
This
people.
seems to be the primary population.
I was going, my
yeah.
people. He's just kind of, town of beast folk?
From what I could probably respond back. From what I've heard, this plane classifies them as fur folk.
Fair folk.
It's just, nah, close enough, good enough. About it, still accurate.
Apparently, it makes up about 75% of the population.
Interesting. Alright.
As Wild looks out, it's like, I'm not sure. Oh my goodness, that one looks like a bunny! And we'll run through the door.
And he's just kind of chuckling. Well, might as well.
Let's go.
Yeah, let's go. I'll follow Belson.
And scene change. As you all arrive on the outskirts of a lovely farmland nearing a mountain range on the other side. As you look behind the little shack, there seems to be multiple little enclosures and fenced-in areas of different things, but the main thing you notice is different shapes, sizes, and colors of ooze.
Ooze. Ah.
Seeing that, getting a good blink. See, they mean by it won't be that hard to find.
Oh, that was easy.
Yeah.
If I go up to one of the oozes, does it, like, undulate or speak or do anything particularly interesting?
You should slap it.
I want you to do
Watch
me
it
a
jiggle.
favor, Kilara.
Yeah.
I want you to roll me a d6.
Okay. Oh,
Okay.
One might be a good thing.
maybe.
So, what are you doing to this ooze?
Squatting down, dropping it low. I'm getting kind of low to the ground and just kind of squatting it next to it and looking at it to see if it does anything first. And after a moment, if it just kind of sits there, I'm just gonna be like,
Oi, are you who we're looking for?
and maybe like reach out and poke it once.
So, the one you find looks to be pink, as it seems to kind of be a random blob form.
Mhm.
As it almost is just laid out, and then you come over and you see it like almost start to coalesce a little bit into almost looks like a very relaxed basset hound.
Oh.
And it kind of just looks around. You look at it, it looks at you, you poke it as your hand sinks in, and you try to pull it out and it doesn't want to go.
Well, usually when this happens with the bill thing, it please let go.
It takes your wrist.
Excuse me. Can you please let me go? I really.
It takes your forearm.
Oh no.
Hey.
Help.
Hey,
It's again.
Kilara, did you stick your hand in something you weren't supposed to?
No. No.
It
Maybe.
takes your-
What's that on your arm?
It goes up to your bicep.
Sounds like a
Get me out of here.
yes.
hey. I'll help try to pull it off. Like, hey, personal space.
Roll me an
No.
athletic.
Personal space.
Bad dog. Ah.
Yeah, Kilar. Sorry, Belza, roll me an athletics.
Get the first one. Good going.
Yeah, and that's enough as you are able to comfortably kind of just yeet this thing off as it sploots on the ground. And as it
By the way,
sploots on the
we
ground,
got
you
a
see a.
review.
Oh, I know, I'm getting to that. As you see, as it sploots on the ground, a black blob is near it. As it just looks at the pink one, and the pink one looks at the black one, and they just stare at each other.
Is that our black
As
blob?
you,
I think so.
as you see yellow eyes on that one, you're like, oh fuck yeah, that is our black blob.
Things are about to get really weird.
Someone get the baby before something bad happens.
I'll pick up the baby.
They both reach out and try to touch each other.
Alright. Nope. No.
As you reach out and grab it, and it tries to melt through your fingers, but you've kind of got enough grip on it that you can kind of pick it up. And next thing you know, you just see the tiny hands reaching out for the little pink ooze.
Aw, it's so cute.
All right, that's not who we're looking for. Let's go in there, maybe.
Building? Probably.
Yeah.
Just gonna go march up.
And as you knock on the door, you hear what sounds to be like a very heated discussion
Mhm.
between two people. One of them sounding very dignified, while the other is just very firm and to the point. It's like, last time I came here, I swear I was able to get the vials of acid I needed for about 50 gold pieces. Yeah, well now it's gone up to 75. Sorry, but supply and demand.
Business.
Is there a sign on the front of this place?
Yes. As you'll see on the sign, it says Dr. Yeslana's slime research facility.
Okay, so it's not a store. Kilar's gonna let themselves in anyway.
And as you open it up, you'll find that there's a little nice casual sitting area in the front. And on the back, you see a fox fur folk along with what looks to be... Let me see if I can get the picture pulled up.
Ooh.
Someone of elvish descent, large eyes, autumn-colored skin. That's kind of goes shading with her. As as the discussions go, and finally, it seems they've come to an agreement of 60 gold pieces. And she'll be handing over a small crate with about 10 vials of acid. It's like, remember, use them sparingly. Our supplies here vary from week to week, so I cannot guarantee you the prices like I told you last time. It's a likely story. Takes the crate and heads out. As soon as the door closes, you see her just kind of slouch across the bars like, thank God she's gone. Also, hi, are you here to get something?
Hello, I'm Kilara. These are my friends, and we're here for...
I look to Silas.
As Silas will pull out the book. We're here for someone who can make oozes?
Yeah.
Yes, that is, I guess, me, technically.
What do you mean technically?
Look, I don't control it. I don't even know how it happens. I just wake up about once a week and there's at least one ooze by my bed, or I'm half stuck in one.
Does that hurt? Because I was just half stuck in one, and it hurt a little bit. Started sizzling.
Which one did you get stuck in?
It was the
Pink
dog.
The
one.
pink one.
What's the dog doing?
One, that's not a dog. Second, that's supposed to be my assistant. As she walks to the door, opens up, and it's like, Bartholomew, get your butt back in here! As you see the little pink blob scuttle itself inside.
Oh boy, this was that an interesting day. Anyways, who wants to give her the rundown? Because I'm more than willing.
Yeah, you guys. You're the talker.
People person.
I'll skip
All right, I'll talk out of my ass. All right. Hello, I'm Silas the Maid. Ignore the maid dress. It's temporary. On
Looks
occasion.
great.
Why is it temporary? Never mind. You do your fashion choices. I've seen weirder things here.
He's just in the
Do not
background
wear this
laughing.
by choice.
It
As he
kind of,
slams
I
his hands
mean,
on the
there's
counter.
people that enjoy that choice here.
he's just laughing, going, it sometimes shows up, sometimes it sometimes shows up, disappears other times. Not quite sure what's going on. View it as a curse, I
do
guess.
not- I don't know, and I blame our boss. Anyways, back on subject. We were hired to... Well, not really hired. We were asked to bring you to our boss to discuss an arrangement with you.
What kind of arrangement? Are you looking for a particular type classification of ooze? Alchemical components?
No, nothing that you can produce. More like yourself.
Okay. Does she want me to produce slimes, I guess?
I think you missed the point where I said doesn't want you for your slime production.
At this point, he's just kind of, well, more of the power you have there comes from a kind of just card, I guess, attached to your soul. She's collecting everyone that has a card in them like that to create a new council.
Eating up at the...
So what I'm hearing is you're having me try to go on vacation.
And just kind of
Yes, it is a weird little work vacation.
and it's also like a yes and no. I'm sure you could still run your business.
It's also a business opportunity.
Hmm.
And at this point, Q just, swap to pixie form, kind of fly somewhat close and just going, other worlds, more people to sell to.
Roll me a persuasion check, just in general. Silas and Key,
Ooh.
since you two have been the main ones doing the leverage here.
But
Yes.
Key,
Mhm.
You want to give me advantage on this?
Yeah, you got the higher persuasion, I believe.
+8 to it.
Make it so.
22.
She's like, well, I do like extra money opportunities. And I have been looking to expand. I can offer a day away from them, but I do need help closing things up before I go.
And it's
Okay,
just,
then what do you need help with?
Long story short, the slimes need to be broken down into smaller components safely, so that we can then convert them over to vials that can be sold while we're away.
Wait, so you want us to do damn farm chores?
he just kind of,
Look, I
not that
have
bad.
paperwork to deal with, so I can get these orders so that I can pay you all.
Yeah, okay, that makes sense.
I am offering you, like, I'm asking you all for help. Of course, I'm gonna pay you all. Who doesn't pay you?
There's this moment of Key looking to Silas, looking
Don't
towards
say it.
like Key looking to Silas, Key looking towards the nearest door, looking back, big old grin, and not saying anything, but just doing that a bit.
Yeah, just looking back and forth between
Dude.
like the rest of us, like.
Don't say it.
And Key just, what?
Mm-mm.
All right, that sounds like something you all have to work with your human resources department. Either way, while you're working under me for the day, you will get paid. So why don't I take you all out to the ranch, and we can talk to you about the basic properties of each of the kinds we have, and then you can, I'll leave you to it.
Wait a
Does that
sec.
sound fair?
Are we slime ranching?
Yes.
Yes.
Kind of, but not fully.
Okay.
Fun fact: I've never played Slime Rancher. This is kind of just a fun. We'll get to that. We'll get to it.
Okay.
And Luna, I hear that gasp. Control yourself.
No.
I mean, Rancher
Fair.
2, eventually we're thinking about putting in multiplayer with that.
All right, you know what?
There's
Touche.
there's a mod for the original one that did make it multiplayer, but it is jank as fuck.
I will say with that though, as we are. Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Silas.
I'm sorry,
No,
excuse
go
me.
ahead.
Why is it? Those are big slimes.
I called the big one.
Yes, that's the reason I need assistance, because some of them have gotten a little too big for their britches.
They wear breeches? Wow.
If
Big
it didn't
pants.
melt, maybe.
Hmm. Do you make acid-proof pants?
But with that, I think we are going to go ahead and take our break here at this point, since we are almost at the first hour mark. 5-10 minutes, restroom, water, do what you gotta do. We will return to see everybody here collect, beat up, and / or supply services for these slimes, and we will go from there. Be right back soon, guys.
BRB.
Yay!
I will get this mic sorted eventually. I fucking swear. There, I
day.
fixed it. Stupid fucking mic. Hi, everybody. Welcome back.
Hey, don't yell at Mike, the poor guy.
Not Mike. Mike.
Oh, Mike.
Yeah, stupid fucking Mike.
Welcome back, everybody.
Yeah,
Hey, buddy.
how's everybody doing?
Welcome back to us.
Doing good.
Yeah. I was gonna say, and how are our players doing? Knowing that a lot of us are in the low spoons, this seemed to be a nice, comfy, chill opportunity.
Existing, making it other people's problems, you know.
Yeah,
As you do.
that's valid.
Mhm.
I have had a cough drop and I have drank water. I have been the responsible.
Good job.
I know, look at me. I'm so proud of myself. Also, the question of will I sleep tonight, the world may never know.
Big fat question mark on that one.
Yeah, we will see how shit unfolds. Because seriously, that fun moment when you woke up in the morning and literally the body was just like, I hate everything.
Mm-hmm.
And eventually was able to get out of bed, went and got shit done. I come home and it's like evening time. I'm expecting the body to be like, I'm tired, I want to go back to bed. No, the body's like, fuck, let's go. I want to party. Make up your fucking mind, body. Anyway, before we dive back into session, a little bit of shameless plug time, because in a weird way, this is still technically supporting the Kinks and Cantrips stuff that's been going on.
Shameless butt plug time.
Shameless butt plug time. To give some fun context here, we are using, for those that don't know, from last month's shenaniganeries of the Spicy Spooktacular, we are trying to support Solara Publishing with their Kinks and Cantrips Kickstarter, which I'm about to Google search and pull up because I know I can. Bam. As they have been
You don't have a
kicking
bookmark,
ass.
honey?
I should at this rate, but I don't. I literally visit this so fucking much. But yeah,
And
at this
special
point,
news,
they
they
have...
just cleared their last monetary goal.
Sweet.
Yeah. That's a big
Yeah,
hyping point for them.
They maxed out their goals.
And they've almost maxed out their community goals. They literally only have a few things left. One being retweets, and the other being people just to back the Kickstarter. They have been cooking, in like the best way possible. So we are super hype and proud of them for all their hard work.
And
We're just trying to support and show the love.
we appreciate the early access to some of the content.
Mm-hmm. We didn't have any for this one, partially because we didn't lock in on which one we were gonna do until the last moment. But we have, if you want to see some of the exclusive content we use, you can check back on the last 2 sessions we had, where we had a lot of exclusive content that we used, including a ghost that literally was the subject of chastity and Locktober. We also had a lantern that fueled pleasure and potentially turned somebody into a lantern if they were cursed by it, and many other fun things.
I didn't want to be a lantern.
I
Come
mean,
on, it would have
you
been
didn't-
fun.
It would have been great. I mean, come on, think about all the pleasure you would have had before you got melted down into a lantern. See, it's a fun thought. Anyway, if you're interested in supporting and backing the Kickstarter, they still have 25 days to go. So they still have pretty much this whole month of November. So it's completely easy to hop in, join in on the fun. They have stuff to back where you can get the previous Kinks and Cantrips book and the advanced Kinks and Cantrips book, which is what the whole Kickstarter is for. The main book we've used a lot over the past month and some change, including even what we're doing tonight, technically is an adventure storyline from the Kinks and Cantrips book. Fun fact, the entire first third of the book is a whole custom world that they created. And each world, not only talking about their government, their politics, their geography, but it also includes 1 to 2 little snippets of adventure ideas that you can do in those areas. In this case, we are dealing with one where somebody that has found a way to monetize slimes and such needs help getting them back under control, and will pay you all handsomely to get them under control. Good pay, but also the risk of shenaniganery,
Shenanigans are fun.
which are always fun. But yes, if you are interested in backing this Kickstarter, I am dropping the link as always in our chat right about now.
Yay!
And any help is appreciated. With that in mind, shall we dive back into back to the madness?
Back to our characters considering to unionize.
Yes. Before we left off on break, the wine from the previous sessions was delivered back, and you all were given opportunity to go and grab the next card holder, the card holder for the ooze card. Simply put, somebody that has found a way to manifest oozes and slimes into their vicinity. And apparently you found the one person that's found a way to turn their card into a fucking business. As they are offering a business day break to go and talk to Aiko. Yet they are talking about these fun business mechanics and propositions that you're like, how come we don't have that?
All of us looking at each other like. As we're walking, kind of looking over at Kilara. We should get a contract going. Just as we're walking.
You're saying this to Kilara?
Yeah. They might have a
mean,
point.
Yeah, I don't really know much about the whole, business and sorting out contracts and stuff, but maybe if you think that's the right way to go.
Yeah, we can start getting paid. We're swords for hire, basically. Why aren't we getting paid for it?
We definitely should be getting paid for it.
Silas.
Aren't we being paid for it?
Yeah, by the slime lady, but like, we should get regularly paid by, the boss lady. You know?
Why is the DM giving me the side eye? I don't know why.
Roll a history check.
Which one of us?
Yeah.
Silas.
Me?
Yes, you.
I don't remember ever getting paid, come to think of it.
Silas is very confused.
You seem to remember something about Aiko paying you recently.
Is that me she paid or everybody? Silas is very confused at the moment.
We're talking like,
First assumption is himself.
and Belza, what can I bring up? When was the last time she even paid us?
I don't know, but she paid me recently.
You're fucking kidding me. Fuck you, dude.
Wait, so
What?
we do all the work, and you're the only one who gets paid?
This is bullshit.
Mm. I guess I don't know. I just have money now.
At this point, Key just be like, and how much of it was spent on the bar?
I haven't really put any money into the bar yet. Oh, that's a good idea. I should put it into the bar.
Never
Be
mind, I
100%
revoked the
honest.
insight check.
Which, speaking of which, are any of you paying attention to Dr. Yaslana as she's walking and pointing at different things?
I don't think so. I think we were all just talking.
I'm pretty sure like he would have been paying attention.
We're all
while,
distracted.
Yeah.
like he's doing a mix of like paying attention, but also like listening to them and kind of just her own little quips here and there.
You know what? Just for fun with that, Key, I want you to roll perception. The rest of you roll perception at disadvantage.
Happily.
Sure. It's an 11.
Okay.
The dice almost
Okay.
fucked me on that. It almost rolled a 7 for a total of 14. I am glad it rolled onto that 17 at the last moment.
Balanced
I
as
will
all
also
things
say
should
that
be.
Mori,
Wait.
Mori actually has
Wait.
given Key inspiration.
Ooh.
Do you want me to roll perception?
Yes, at disadvantage.
Me at disadvantage.
Yes, you.
I'm over just
Since
like,
you,
I'll hold on to that
Belza, and
inspiration.
Kilara have been discussing contracts and business.
To be honest, Bear also forgot that the money he has was supposed to be split.
Yep. This one made it funny.
I was looking at my sheet and I'm like, I have 7,713 gold. That's
Holy
a lot more gold than I
fuck!
remember. Well,
Oh.
nothing queer here. Moving on. I'll split that up later. But Silas doesn't remember.
So Silas, I guess, is
Oh,
learning now
this-
that none of his party members have gotten paid except him.
Yep.
I mean,
Anyway.
he's thinking nothing of it. He thinks they're gonna get 7,000 as well. They're due for a lot of money.
Too good. This is too good.
Oh,
Anyway,
well, back to the job.
as Belza, Silas, Kilara, you all come in at the very tail end of the discussion as she's pointing at a machine that's on the back end of the bar and is like, and this is how we break the slimes down to smaller components so that they can be turned into poisons and alchemical components. Simply just get them inside and you'll be fine.
Okay.
Alright.
But anyways, what were we talking about again?
And he's just here
Oh.
to, get them inside, it'll be fine. So what's part of the problem with getting them inside?
Which actually leads to Key. You have heard the rest of the discussion that is probably very important.
Probably.
As you all have been walking there, she's been pointing out the different oozes that have been in different locations that they clearly shouldn't fucking be. Like, for example, you see a bunch of gray oozes that are sitting on top of a rock as it's slowly dissolving away, and they don't have any intent of moving. As she points out, like, those are gray oozes. They tend to like to consume more inorganic material. Think weapons, armor, the earth. So finding ways to bait them with that would help get them moving. A little bit later, she'll get to gelatinous cubes, where you literally see 2 gelatinous cubes. One that looks really fucking huge. As she points, that's the only one I'll recommend that you have permission to fight, because it has a lot of means to take damage before it becomes unusable. I will say, obviously, please do not kill it, but, at the very least, if you have to use physical force to get it into the chamber, understandable. Pointing to the other gelatinous cube that is literally sitting in the middle of a tree. It's like, these tend to like organic matter, so live animals, you all, plants, completely viable to get them to the chambers or containers. There is a third one that has recently been coming out. I do not see them nearby, but she leans out and picks up the ooze that was absorbing Kilara's arm earlier, and is like, this is classified as a latestifix. They're actually used for
what?
clothing and... Oh, yeah, so like testifix. Their components and materials are used to actually make clothing, along with some other magical components of the erotic nature.
Silas squints.
It just looks at you as you see the head turn a little phallic. And then immediately the doctor slaps like, bad, no phallic. And it goes back to just being a little blob.
Silas is like, what the fuck?
Anyway, any questions?
And
Why?
As we get to the present matter, where you all coming back to latestifix ooze in the chamber that allows them to be deconstructed.
Yeah, Kilara will step forward to this person and say,
Yeah, do you know anything about like labor unions, anything? Like, how do we unionize? We want to get paid by our employer, and we seem to have some trouble with that. Do you have any ideas?
I mean, once we go on this business vacation, I'll be more than happy to talk with your manager and see if we can create a human resources department. Would that help?
That would probably. I don't know what any of that is, but that would probably help. Yeah.
meanwhile,
mean-
like
Sounds
you
real
just
smart.
looking at the pink one, going, if those do show up, best way to get them into chamber?
Honestly, those are primarily you.
Silas just squints even harder.
And he's just kind of, I'm okay with you being bait for the pink ones. Big old grin on her face.
A slap upside the head.
And just, hey!
You probably.
Knock it off, you have dragon dick at home.
Yes, and? That's at
Another
home.
slap upside the head.
Come on!
I will say, as you talk about dragon dick, the latestifix ooze actually morphs to look like a slightly looser version of the dick that you have at home.
It's
Silas just closes his eyes.
he's going, what? It can adapt. It's a little better. Then, like,
I
looking
will say,
at...
as this happens, the doctor looks at the ooze, smacks him, and is like, "Bad, no phallic."
And he's just kind of looking over like, in regards to the pink ones, if there's a small enough one, no complaints if I take one home. And she's got, like, hand up, like the finger, the pointer finger's touching thing.
For a fee.
And just, I'm okay with this. How much are those technically?
I'll look up the current market value on another.
Key.
I'll look up the current market value while you're working.
Key.
Looking over to Silas. Yes?
No.
Come on, it'd be fun.
No.
So, if you get a pink ooze, right, and it can kind of take all these forms, everything else, it can probably vibrate, has whatever.
Come on.
Like,
Damn it.
basically Sibian?
God damn it.
It's an ooze Sibian.
I will say, as you're discussing this, Bill
Mhm.
immediately kind of like seeing all the other little oozes that are scuttling around the field, crawls out of your arms and goes and scuttles running around the field happily.
Aw. Let him play. Let him play with his dildo-shaped friends. His phallic friends.
That's not
Lord,
concerning.
take inspiration, damn it.
But I would imagine Belza kind of crossing her arms. I wonder if a fiend contract would work.
I'm sorry, ask that again. My brain.
A fiendish contract. Basically, kind of looking over. I wonder if my card has anything that could help with that.
He's just kind of, mine
By the way,
might be, like, he just thinking, going, mine could kind of, in paper, we do or get this, we get this amount, has to be abided, or, and just, like, kind of like, or kind of blanks. Whatever you want for the punishment, I guess.
yeah, it can kind of vary depending from contract to contract. Some fiends get really intense with it. I just want to make sure we're getting paid. Basically, no pain, no working.
As you hear the doctor kind of looking at y'all, I was like, As she looks around the quarry and what's going on, and she's like, I'll pay you all. Kind of does a quick crunching of numbers. 200 per slime. Looks to the giant one. 500 for that one.
Why don't you just pay Key in the amount of pinks?
And he's just kind of like, hey, at best I could maybe afford one. Stops, thinks about
We
it.
only have
You wouldn't have
we
been
only
able to
have
take it
one
home
in
anyways.
stock.
It's like, we only have one in stock. Key, that's your assistant, though. I can't take that.
Oh no, I mean we have another one that's not this one. This one's mine. You can't have it.
And just, the other one? The other one, then? Looking at, like, the rest of them. I don't think this will cover that cost. And then just looking to the doctor, just kind of like, if it does, I can have the remaining gold left over. Otherwise, I'll pay what the difference out of pocket.
Seems possible. In the meantime, just to be safe for that one, instead of still take it to the container. We'll extract what we can from it to make it more manageable, and then we can talk price from there.
Just
Again, I need to get the market
nodding.
value for them at this present day. But with that, I'm gonna go get that paperwork together. You all, as soon as you're done, just come back to the lab, and we will discuss payment and this vacation time from there.
All right, Doc.
So we're just
Now-
wrangling everything in the field?
Yeah, pretty much everything that's in the field. And and she points like at a little containment area. It's like if you can get them in there, we have the tools to do the extractions from there.
Kilara's walked in the direction of the giant cube and is just like stopped a ways from it with hands on hips, looking triumphantly like,
Yeah, we're gonna bring you down, big guy.
Oh, I'll go with Hilar to help wrangle the big one.
Well, with that in mind, we'll let this kind of play out a little casually for a moment. If we need to do initiative, we will do proper initiative.
Okay.
But I'll just ask it this way. Kilar obviously is going to power pose with the giant cube. What about the rest of you?
He'd probably like watching Killer doing it, going, we might want to save that one for last. Deal with the smaller ones first.
Yeah.
Silas is gonna hang next to Lexi and be like, "So you've been quiet all day?"
Look, at this point, I am just trying to figure out what the actual fuck are we doing?
Well, by the looks of it, Belza and Kalara are fucking around and finding out. Key is
Yeah.
contemplating which of the pink ooze, what pink ooze she's gonna use to do with. And George is
Sounds about right.
here, and I'm here.
I mean, we could choose to not be here.
Are you suggesting we go somewhere?
I mean, I don't know. Is there anywhere you want to go?
That is a good point. I don't really have anywhere I want to go yet.
Yeah, exactly.
Keyword yet.
Probably giving a little bit of a smirk at that. It's like, well, the sooner we get this sorted, the sooner we can get back to the den. So let's see what we can do to help speed this along, I guess. Because actually, I have an idea.
What the fuck is the goop doing? Points to the bill.
Right now, it's kind of sitting, just staring enthusiastically at the cube that's stuck in the middle of a tree. Tries to process what to do, gets inside the cube, and just floats around.
I'm
Probably.
mildly concerned about that.
Like at that point, he'd just be, probably flying over like, Bill, out,
Just kind of looks at you and waves.
and just, like out. Stops, thinks about it. Wait, think you could get it to move from within? Get it to go down, and then just
He
like
just kind of
saying-
slowly blinks.
just saying that, and just kind of like, try to get it to move, no, without killing it. And
Hold on
like,
1 second. I wasn't expecting to need to pull up a Bill's stat sheet today.
like he's saying this while having this like please look on her face.
You kind of see one eye blink, then another, as the dial-up noise is clearly going inside the sweet baby's head. But after a moment,
And
you see what you see kind of where the mouth should be moving. And in the process of things, it does move off.
It's like
that's
did it just fuse into the big
Hmm.
one?
As Bill's now floating in the giant cube.
And at this point,
And-
he's just
and
kind of
waves
like
again.
looking over to the other one, just going, so if two slimes come together, what happens then?
Normally an increase in size and power, so you could slowly become a colony.
And he's just kind of witnessing, this thing starting to grow. Fuck.
Kind of looking over her shoulder at Silas. Can you get the small ones? We're gonna try to wrangle this before it becomes a bigger problem.
It already is a big problem.
It can get bigger.
It's like even Lex is like, seriously, how the fuck did it get that? As you see the ooze already starting to think about moving over, like slowly moving to the gray oozes.
Hey! Hey! I'm gonna see how
Probably this.
domesticated this is, and just, I guess, smack it on the side, like, move.
Meanwhile, he's gonna
roll
try
me-
to play a game of lure the gray ones
Actually-
over here with like metal or like dagger, anything metal that she's got on her. Like, hey, want a snack?
So with that in mind, let's start with Belza. As I'm going to throw out a spoiler, for those that don't know about D&D lore and monster mechanics, I do not have any worry about our players being able to hit anything on this board today. So we are playing with other stats instead. Like, for example, Belza, roll me an intimidation.
That I can do. 16. That's right. Scoot your butt. Scoot your butt.
Meanwhile, he's like trying to tempt the gray ones to where they need to be with like air, like crossbow bolts and just tasty snack. Come on,
Animal handling.
animal handling. She's actually good at this usually. Yes, the
Ooh.
dice almost fucked me again.
Very nice. Which I'll say for the sake of things, I didn't mention this earlier, but let's go ahead and just say for the sake of things that enclosure that is needed to be dealt with.
Yeah.
It is going to be, let's do pink writing.
Yeah, I was gonna ask.
I need a square, and we're gonna say it is right over here.
Okay.
Okay, I thought it was to the south.
Plain and
that's why.
simple.
But it's good to get it away
No,
from.
I just kind of,
This
yeah, exactly. Anyway,
pretty much one. He is aware that like yes, she has their attention. She'd probably start heading towards this way
okay.
and just kind of
They're gonna
come
follow.
on. Like still holding out like one for each. Just come on.
Roll me one more animal handling. Yeah, easily. As you throw the last of the bolts into the containment area, and they just kind of dive in.
Probably like one each. Just you followed. You want the snack? Get the snack.
Snack. Meanwhile, Silas, what are you doing?
I'm trying to figure out what this ooze is all about.
As you look at this ooze, that definitely seems a little bit more in the sexy nature, as you see what looks to be like combinations of tentacles, and you do swear you see another dick. Gosh, you are tortured by dicks today.
He just rubs his eyes from that. Oh.
As Lexa just kind of looks at it as like, I'm guessing they tessifix.
The what?
The pink thing points over to Maple, the doctor, with the little pink one, but this being a little bit bigger.
Oh, right. These ones should be docile?
It doesn't look docile, as Lexa kind of looks a little concerned at it.
It's just kind of like shrugs. Like, motions for her to touch it.
I don't want to. You touch it.
I don't want to touch it.
I'm not touching it. You touch it.
Why don't you want to touch it?
Because that thing looks like it has seen ungodly, unspeakable things.
You know what? We'll solve this easily. Key!
Like key, her flying over.
Oh no!
Yes?
Go, he points to it. Go touch it.
He looks at it, realizes what it is, and just kind of looks over at Lexa, like flies next to Lexa, just goes, "You're probably gonna get some feeding off of this, but and you just see Key come over towards like not touching it, but over this way, and just top of dress pops off and just give it a shake and going, "Hey, Slimy, you on?"
Silas is just
As
blinking like,
immediately-
what the fuck?
As Lexa got a look, so I was like, "Oh, it's that kind of." You know what? I'm okay with this.
What's the
Oh.
slime doing?
I'm just kidding.
Silas is like, "I am done with this shit, and I'm gonna go over this way."
It's gonna move its speed up to you.
And like, while it's
As Key, I need you to make me a dexterity saving throw. Unless you want to just willingly fail it.
you know, she hasn't been able to make use of what she got item-wise. She recognizes what this thing is and can does. She already kind of gave Lexa the warning. No, she'd let it do.
As you are engulfed by it. And in the process of this, you are taking, breeding up, just to make sure I say this right, 10 points of psychic damage.
Not that.
The good news is you can actually breathe in here. Yet as you are breathing, it feels like it's a little thicker. Almost like the water, the air is physical. But also in the process, while you're feeling this physical air, you swear you feel something going inside you.
And it's just kind of like a, not that bad. Ooh, right, little deeper.
As it's going to grant your wish as it starts to go for the holes.
And he's just kind of like, like happy, twitchy kind of thing, and then just looking over at Lexa, like, if you can push towards, like head kind of tilting.
As you see Lexa honestly kind of biting lip, and it's like, I'm gonna enjoy this for a little bit. And she just kind of sits and enjoys the show. Meanwhile, back to the giant ooze and Bill floating inside.
I guess I'm gonna kind of call Kilar over. Hey, if you can get the other side, we can kind of scoot it in.
Yeah. We can try.
Or I guess I'll swing around.
And what are you all wanting to do to push this ooze towards the containment area?
Oh, can I do what I was doing before and kind of, almost kind of like a border collie or some sort of like herding dog. Basically, just using that formation to kind of, shoot, come on.
Okay. Belza and Kilara, both of you roll me. And Silas, are you joining in on this?
I'm hoping to get someone advantage on this, or do it myself, I guess. Hold on here. What's everyone's intimidation?
I'll allow either.
+5.
+4.
+5. I do not have proficiency in intimidation, though, so I can't give advantage to Belza.
But yeah, with that, I'll say each of you can make the roll if you'd like. And for each success, we'll move it one step closer.
As part of this, can Kilara attempt to channel the beast and see if I can turn into a beast?
Sure. Go ahead and roll me a d20.
D20. Yeah.
And I guess I will also ask, as I see this, what kind of animal creature are you wanting to turn into?
I mean, their go-to is always trying to turn into, like, a big, mean-ass hyena. That's what they wanted, but with a natural 1.
Pardon me.
I mean, I could see sheep,
just give me a
rodent. I can see something comical.
Just give me a minute. Let Mama cook.
Kilara's like,
don't worry, I got this.
Psycho going, turn to a quokka. Oh god, that'd be funny.
I would
If I
love
had
that.
a quokka token, I fucking would.
Oh, you could just make it look like a mouse or a rat or something and say it's a quokka.
It's
Up to you.
close.
Actually, you
really
know
gonna
what?
get the quokka.
That's a valid point, because guess what I do have? Shit! There you go.
Yay.
As let's set this to you, Kilara.
Mhm.
Bam. Save. I'll move you over here. Behold, you turn into a quacka.
I'm adorable.
Hold on here.
Do we still have that picture?
The ABU quokka?
Yes.
I wish.
Yeah, we do. Or it's
I have
buried.
it.
I know we still have it. Yeah. I will
Was
say,
it-
though, while we're doing this, Belza, Silas, your checks are fine as you kind of course this
Oh.
thing and it'll move.
Should I intimidate?
I don't think the
Go on
intimidation will
ahead.
work.
That's
disadvantage,
appropriate.
though.
That's appropriate.
Is actually, with that in mind,
Oh, god damn it!
I squeak.
Where did Kalara go?
Where'd
Yeah,
Clara
whatever.
go? You hear the
Probably went to
squeak.
go slack off. I guess I'll have her money.
I just imagine just picking up a rock and just gently chucking it at the back of his head. Say them!
Quack. I'm trying to think of how to say this. Quacklara? Quackalara? Quackalara? Comes
Quackalara.
up. Little Quacka comes walking up.
What the
Takes
fuck is
the
this
rock.
rat?
Takes a little rock off the ground with their little tiny hands, and they got a cute little smile on their face, and they start bashing your toe with it.
It's dealing like 0 damage.
It is. I'm a
Confused.
Quacka.
What the fuck is this rat?
Guessing by the anger, that's Kilara.
What
I just-
rat?
Little Quacka hand points in the direction of Belza, and then goes back to trying to smack your toe with a rock.
You're bloody adorable, but you also look rabid.
I guess I'll continue hurting while those two are now distracted.
Yes,
Someone's gonna
it's all-
help.
I'm helping.
Belza, Silas, roll me intimidation again. Well, I'm also looking at something of interest, perhaps.
Imagine she's almost distracted now. Just, God damn it.
Yeah.
Silas,
As-
despite the cute little monster bashing on his toe, just looks at the thing and just like, no, move.
As it moves a little away. I will say at this point, you see Bill pull out, or little Gooby Bill pull out a bongo.
I don't like that.
No!
No.
It just slowly blinks. Raises its tiny paw.
I am going. Do I have reaction?
What do you want to do?
Is it casting shatter?
No.
Is it casting any sort of magic?
Yes.
Counterspell.
Where's...
As you see the paw lower, and no sound comes out because it's in a cube.
Nope.
And you just see it
So wait.
repeatedly bapping the bongo, looking really grumpy.
Wait, so did I burn the spell slot? Or no?
Yes, you. It was countered, but it's the fun of also saying it didn't work because also in a cube.
Oh,
You double
nice.
tapped
Also
it like,
give it-
nope. Nope.
Yeah, double tap. The cube said no, and you said no, and Bill is sad.
Alright, Belza, let's get this done.
Sounds good. Come on. Scoot. Scoot your cubey butt.
Both of you roll me one more intimidation.
Move, damn it!
I want to be part of this.
Not great.
You're not
Baka,
intimidating.
roll me an intimidation.
Here it comes. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna come up to it, and I'm gonna lift my paws up and seem as big as possible. Be afraid. 10.
On that way. On the opposite.
I don't get advantage, so it's 10.
I just
Oh, it's
imagine
all
both of us
observed.
just got distracted by the quokka. Just
And now,
And now
I'm
you're both in
floating inside. Yay!
Well, that's unfortunate.
oh come on!
Meanwhile, back over at the sex dungeon, I mean the sex slime. There we go. Key, you are at this point filled in multiple ways. As you were having a lovely time, as this thing does not seem to be wanting to slow down, like at all. As you're gonna end up taking 17 points of damage. As it's just continuing to fuck you senseless. Meanwhile, Alexa's sitting there, looking partially foaming at the mouth, and it's just like, fuck, I have missed this. Oh, God. Anyway.
Found
Be
it.
useful. Be supportive. Be useful. Be supportive. Be useful. Be supportive. As she pulls out, and kind of gets stuff sorted, and starts to perform a little small dance performance as the ooze has to make a wisdom saving throw. And will fail. As after a moment, you just feel it going again, and it suddenly just stops.
And he's just having this moment of like, it stops. Okay, I guess fun's over.
As Lexa just nonchalantly starts gesturing and making a movement, as you see both of you kind of slowly start moving over towards the containment unit. As Lexa's just like, I really wish I could have kept this going.
Like, I can just picture Key, like, moment of looking over at Lexa. There's a second one, I think. Let me get healed up first, and we can do a repeat.
Immediately the eyes go big, and it's like, you know what? That sounds like a good plan. As immediately, like, helps get the second ooze inside. And then with one final movement, kind of spreads the ooze out flat as you just kind of lie flat on your back in this little ooze puddle.
Like, I can just picture Key's, like, laying flat in ooze puddle, then just slowly rolls out and off, and just kind of like, And then just looking over towards Lexa, like, so, let me get healed, round 2, and, like, eyeing further down the pathway.
Only one small problem.
Can't
I can
do that
only
a
cast
second
that
time.
spell. I can't cast that spell more than once.
And Key's just going, idea.
Uh-huh.
And she just kind of looks still other side, kind of, where last seeing that one, just, so long as I don't get by it, it will follow, yes?
I'm seeing where you're going with this. And probably with a smile, it's just like coming over. And we'll heal you for... let's see here. We'll use a 4th level. And it's just like, let's go have some more fun. As you're healed for 16 points.
You probably just need a little bit more, so he'll also cast healing on herself. Let's go 3rd level with this. Cure wounds, yeah. Just try to get yourself fully topped off kind of deal.
While we're doing that, back to you all. Oh fuck, Kilara's stuck in the cube.
Oh, God
Fine,
damn it.
it'll be fine.
I'm just floating in it with my little paws extended, like, not sure what to do. Just kind of like almost 0G, just like...
Can I just reach in and, like, pull out Quackalara?
Roll me an athletics.
Just the first one.
Oh yeah, easily. As you just nonchalantly reach your hand in. It does burn, as by the way, Kilara, for imaginary purposes, the acid damage that's going through this little short bit of time that you were stuck in there, as you're pulled out, you shift into your shifter form as you lose the hit points for the Quokka.
That's fair. So I all of a sudden morph out of Quokka and back into Kilara.
Yeah. Well, that didn't work.
Ugh, gotcha, buddy.
Yeah.
Belza, I'll say in your case, you took 10 points of acid damage.
Worth it.
I'll take 10 as well, because because Guaca, I'm sure, doesn't have very many hit points. 67. There we go.
That was awful. What are we doing?
Same thing we were doing. God, get! Just kind of kicking at it like, get!
Go on, get out of here.
Probably seeing this big one moving, like possible moving towards Key, going, we need to get out of the way.
Looking at what's going on, like, oh fuck, yeah, let's move, come on.
And probably just wide around this sucker. You're probably getting the camera going, ooh, I see the other one.
Kilara this
Oh, yeah,
time will use
there
a
it
bonus
is.
action to shift into not an animal, but their were hyena form.
I will say, as this is happening, you see Bill focus on the bongo again. And looks very tempted as you see it trying to bonk on the bongo again. And finally it starts to get sad and cry.
Aww.
I'm
And as
just.
this happens,
That's right. Move it!
It shrank.
Oh.
It's because of the tears.
as you see slowly Bill and the ooze kind of merge together in a slight more humanoid form.
That's concerning.
As they both, as you see the this humanoid shape, you have a little hat appear on top of its head as it gets a little serious look on its face.
What are you supposed to be?
Hold that thought.
Kilara's head just tilts, just like, the fuck?
It stretches out its hand and it's ready to cast a spell.
Oh no.
Counter spell.
As it doesn't quite work, and you see it stop its
What do you
feet in a
mean
little
it
bit of
doesn't?
frustration.
Oh no.
Not
Oh.
you, I'm talking about the spell.
And I'm gonna motion to
As-
Kilara. Clothesline?
You talk about that as it uses a moment of reaction to nonchalantly. Boing.
Back here!
Grab him!
Just dash and like try to clothesline it into the
Yeah.
into the square now that it's people sized.
Pincer it.
Both of you make me athletics checks.
I rage.
You know what? I'll just do it.
Rage.
Oh, balanced as everything should be.
No! I will use my hero point inspiration, whatever the hell it's called in this game.
Yes.
And
I will re-roll.
our DM does still in fact have the curse of disadvantage, but you also have the inspiration.
Yeah.
So if it's rolling,
I'm gonna make this a straight roll just to try our luck.
22. Can't believe I
18.
rolled 2 natty ones.
25.
Yep.
22.
So with that, I'll say safely you guys are able to properly drag this form back into the containment area.
Come here, Bill. We just want to talk.
You talk about just wanting to talk. You see it shrink down even smaller as it skulls through the bars and tries to leave again.
Is it? Oh, no.
hey, no.
It
Back,
just
Bill.
stares.
Now point back towards the bars.
It tries to cast a spell.
I'm going to drop kick
Don't
this thing,
be,
I
I'm out
swear.
of gas.
What are you wanting to do, Belza?
I'm tempted to just drop kick it back into back into the cell.
If you
Kilara?
want to, you can try.
Kilara is going to try to just bite down and like devour the hand. Take a page out of the pink slime's book and just be like, nope.
I'll let the combo happen. Both of you make me attack rolls.
Ah! I literally have a bite.
Fucking shit. Alright.
Daddy 20
Yeah.
if I do the reckless.
Yeah,
22
so a
hits
fun
anyways.
combination happens. As Kilara, you bite the hand. As Kilara, you punt. And you see them literally split apart in the process of this moment. As Bill gets pulled, gets held by you, and the ooze gets kicked into the cube, into the bin.
Ah.
And he just looks sad and kind of hides behind Velza.
You cost us
I said it
500
was-
gold. You're gonna pay for it, kiddo.
I said I wasn't gonna lick him. I didn't say nothing about biting him.
Meanwhile, back down at the other side of this docket, Silas, Key, and Lexa, here's one more ooze. As you can tell, it's another Latesifix.
Like the entire time, he still has not put top back up. It's just probably walk flying over, and then gets to about here, looks over at Silas, and just goes, "We have an idea. You may want to back up."
Why?
And he's just looking at him dead in the eyes, and just removes her entire outfit and just grins.
And Silas is still confused.
And he probably looks over at Lexa, looks back to the slime, and just, how much room space do you think this thing moves in one go?
A lot.
And Key's just, looking over at herself. I'm pretty sure I'm topped up. I can handle a dousing or two. And you just see her, go about here, and then just look at the slime and go, "Hey!" Turn around and basically smack her own ass, going, "You want?" And then shaking, and then kind of waits for confirmation of it moving before dashing towards the container.
As this happens, and Lexa looks over to Silas like, those things are reacted to sex.
Still confused.
It's gonna try to fuck her.
Oh.
And pretty much
Right.
a moment possible hearing this thing move, it'd be a moment of playing slick game of keep away, as still just going, "Come on, I know you want."
And with that, go ahead and roll me a persuasion check.
Just flat or with advantage.
Oh, flat.
Mm.
It kind of moves a little
11.
bit, but it seems to just be observing. And it's like, are you fucking kidding me? You are an egotistical little shit.
He's just
Silas,
Hmm?
I am sorry, but I am not sorry.
What do you mean, I'm sorry?
Flies over to Key, and it's like, Key,
he just kind of,
you get this permission one time. You understand me?
and he's just kind of head tilt. I think I get what you're going with, but sure.
Grabs you by the shoulders and kisses you, and just kind of holds and has a little makeout session in front of the ooze.
He's all for it and just
How does
returns.
that help?
As probably with that, there's a little bit of a side eye towards the ooze, as just giving a gesture of like, come here. And Key, if you want to roll persuasion with advantage now.
Yes.
There we go. As with that, it's full steam ahead at this reaction of what's going on. And yeah, Key, you're free to move. Actually, as it's doing a full charge, I need both of us to make a dex save.
It'd probably be like, seeing it like initial like twitch thing and just kind of, it's probably gonna go for a dash. Yeah. Dex save.
Yeah, dex saves for you and me. As that is enough, as the full dash lunge makes it easy, as we both kind of knew it was coming and just immediately, sprout our wings and just backpedal. Like, nope. Probably while we're going, continue to try to fuck with each other a little bit as we fly and move.
Oh, no, absolutely. Can you just be like, break the kiss, like, so make sure it keeps going, do other things, and like hand between, bit of a grin. And...
As you do that, there's a little bit of sign. It's like, as long as we can. Grabs you by the ass.
And just, so later, behind doors, maybe?
Don't push it.
And you just, come on, we both need.
You're not wrong. As I need one more dex save. Oh, fuck.
Well.
Oh, fuck!
Well.
Well, it's probably in the process of thinking about that. It's like, you do have a point. As that happens,
Hey,
and
DM,
literally just...
question.
Yes.
Can I use my card?
Actually, I still have
yeah,
inspiration
absolutely.
too. I could burn.
With that in
I'm
mind...
going to change Lexa's roll.
Okay.
Nope, mine's still a
Roll
fail.
me a d20 just to confirm and see how much you can tilt it in favor. As you can completely tilt it however you wish.
Stylus is just looking at the impending fuckfest, and just like, no. Grabs the golden threads of fate, grips them tight, and pulls them out of the way so that the slime just tumbles into the container.
Nice. As it almost looks like as you're doing it, you see the threads for Key and Lexa. Key, go ahead and roll. Oh, fuck, Key.
I burnt my inspiration point because it's like, might as well see if this helps or hurts. The dice said you getting slimed.
Yeah.
Hold on. I don't have it. Rip.
Yeah.
Viewers, you can spend channel points to help out our friend. But
Those
then
are
again,
Ghostbusters.
Nah,
I will
let's
say
let
though-
you have a round two. It'll be funny.
I will say though, Silas, the thread you pull, as you see, it's on the back of Lexa's neck almost, as you yank Lex out of the way, and it's like, what the fuck? And then next thing you know, Key, you try as the scene gets a little messed up, and the slime takes over. As you're back in
I
it.
have inspiration.
Yeah.
So does Key. Thank you, Sarah.
And
There
Bells
we
as
go.
well.
Oh damn, Belza too.
Third time to the term, I
Everybody.
guess.
Roll one more roll. I'll let you do one more. That's enough.
And Kalara, the entire crew gets some.
So probably
Which
like
I'll
the
say
last
for-
second, just you.
Yeah. Which I'll even say if you want to, because of the amount of attempts, you get sucked in for a moment as you feel it beginning to do a similar treatment that you got from the other side, but you kind of use your wings to propel yourself out at the last possible moment right before it gets into the containment chamber.
And at
And
that
congratulations, you have caught them all.
Point, at this point, Key's just
Silas
like.
will give his hand out to pick up Lexa.
Meanwhile, Key just like looking down at herself, and just very nonchalant, slowly walks over here, grabs her clothing, flies back.
As Alexa will take the hand, it's like, thank you. Appreciate it.
You're welcome.
I'm gonna hold up my hand to high five Kilara.
I have my tongue sticking out now, probably burned with Bill acid / Plant Scoop acid. It's like, I give you a high five, kind of defeatedly.
as this is going on, the doctor, kind of looking at everything that's in place, the little latesifix ooze that's with her crawls up her arms as you see what looks to be almost talons and claws form. It's like, I will finish collecting the samples. I will meet you all back at the shop momentarily with your pay, and we'll discuss this vacation. Does that sound fair?
Sounds good to me. I need something that's not acidic, please. Ugh.
There's some tea under the counter if you would like some.
All right. Thank you.
Oh.
As you walk back to the lab/shop, having a moment of time or a little bit of time just to sit and relax. And not too long later, you see her return. Ooze now back at her side. And it's like, that sorts the business. I shouldn't be getting another ooze for about another 3 days. And those are properly handled, so I think we are good for a few days off.
Lovely.
And as for your payment, she kind of walks back to a safe, pops it up. As you see, it is full of money. She kind of sifts through and she's like, there's 3 gray oozes. I know before we started there was 1 gelatinous cube. There was also 2. There's also 2 latesifix oozes, and the giant cube that somehow merged and then collapsed down. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 1,100 gold. That's gonna take most of the coffers, but they should be able to manage it. As she comes over and pops each of you 1,100 gold pieces.
1,000 gold pieces. We're up to 8,000, boy.
1,100 for each of you.
Oh, 88. Let's go.
He'll probably take the coin pouch and just look at it. I'll stop thinking about it. So I guess the possible purchasing of a pink one will be later once they're done with whatever.
I was able to finish collapsing one down as she kind of looks down to her ooze and be like, separate. As you see it kind of slowly like almost do mitosis as it splits and there's now 2 of them.
It's just, And its current value is?
The current market value was 900.
And you see Key just stare at the giant coin pouch, look at the pink slime, stare at the coin pouch, look at the slime, and just separate out 900, plop.
And that will be my vacation money. As with that, just kind of looks to one of them and immediately just kind of gives it a pat on the butt, or at least what you assume is the butt, as it just kind of scuttles over and just sploots.
And you just scoop. We're gonna have much fun later. Big old grin.
As it just kind of looks, as it just hugs your leg. And starts humping it.
And he's just like, he's just looking down like, you'll get there.
Yeah, they have only one thought on the mind, so if you wanted to not necessarily have that 24/7, please just consider educating it. As you see hers start to do the dragon dick that was mentioned earlier, she kind of just taps like no phallic, and it goes back to normal.
And he's just looking down, bit of a parent to a child, like happy look, but also that moment of like, we're gonna have fun.
As he just looks up at you excitedly and tries to crawl to your crotch.
And like it'll like crawl a little bit, and he'll just hand, not quite yet, privacy after all.
just kind of looks
Silas
at
just
you and then
looks
slowly goes back
mortified.
down to your leg.
Silas just looks at this exchange mortified, like, fuck.
Yes, that's quite what they like to do. Now then, how are we supposed to get to this facility for the vacation?
Oh, I've got a key.
And it'll
Right.
while Keelar's doing that, just kind of think of where we're going as a world between worlds. Makes no sense now. You'll understand in a moment.
Watch
Yeah.
this. And I guess
Uh.
I'll kind of point out one of the interior rooms and kind of point out a door with a lock. How about that, killer?
It looks fine. Yeah.
I walk over with my cup of tea that I'm sipping away at, key in the other hand, and I'll insert it into the lock of the door, and I will turn it and open it.
Where'd you get
As
the cup
you-
of tea from?
Oh, she told me to get tea.
Yes, I did
Awesome.
offer it.
I missed that.
Well, that seems to be a problem. As you see her kind of pull out a pouch of dry tea leaves from behind the counter. It's like, we'll brew a cup when we get to our destination. As, oh, that's not my living room.
And
No.
he's just, see? Dimension between dimensions. Does require special item, kind of motioning towards the key in the lock, to access, and only specific individuals can enter and do things without pause repercussions.
Right. And I am one of these people.
Yep.
You have a card that's attached to your soul, you can enter and do whatever as needed, providing you have the means to enter and exit.
Most of us have
Fair
one card,
enough.
except Mr. Fancy Pants over there.
What? Huh? Who?
Oh yeah, at that point, Keel just probably, hands on Silas and just going, this lucky one's got 2 in them.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Well, I guess let's get going. As you all will safely make your way back to the den. Pardon my brain cells, I'm looking for token.
Mhm.
Watch me grab the wrong thing. I didn't for once. Look at me go! But yeah, as you all come in and settle down, as Aiko kind of looks like, oh, that seems to be a pretty easy one. Welcome to the Altar's Den. Pleasure to meet you. As the Dark Walkabout is like, yes, I am here to discuss to you about human resources. Human what?
Yeah, that.
Oh,
I had to make sure the pet came along.
I can just also picture Key like looking at the one on her leg and just trying to get it to the arm and then like lifting it up to show Aiko of just, look, I got a pet of my own.
I swear your room's become a sex dungeon.
And Key's just, there's plants. There's just 2 things dealing with that now.
The plane that you all just came from has sex plants.
And Key's just kind of, yeah, I know. Kind of grab some seeds.
You what? Oh god.
Like, there's a shitty grin on her face that's just going, most of those plants in my room, they've come from the places we've been.
What the fuck?
I don't like this.
Anyway. Miss, what is this about a human resources? Well, according to your party, there's been discussions about lack of payment. I paid them!
When?
I paid Silas the money. He was supposed to divvy it out to you all.
Just slowly
Altar.
looking over.
That, you know what? That explains a lot now. Huh. I was wondering why I had 7,000 gold on hand.
You asshole! You've been holding out on us?
What? I have not been holding out, quote unquote. I merely forgot why I had an exuberant amount of money. You're lucky I didn't spend it already.
disapproving slurp of tea.
So,
Shut up, you're a quokka!
kind of looking over at the boss lady. Should we get a contract written up and, kind of looking around. It's between Key or Lexa on who's gonna be treasurer at this point.
Well, it's rude.
I mean, honestly, seeing as looking over to the doctor's like, how do you feel about a second
Everyone
job?
gets 1,400, by the way.
Ooh.
Looking over to Mabel's
Or-
like, how do you feel about
wait.
a second job? She's like, I'm
Did we
listening.
count Lexa in this?
I'd say so.
I believe.
Yeah, everyone gets 1,400 then.
A.
Yay!
But Mabel's like, what are you implying? Well, since you're talking about seeing a human resources department, would you mind helping out when it comes to monetary affairs to make sure that everyone's getting what they need? How many days do I have to be present? At least 3 days a week. You can have the other days back at your current business. Or provide you a key to go back and forth. Would that suffice? 2 days here, 5 days at the business. 2 days here, 3 days in other planes expanding your business, and then 2 days at your place. As you see them literally going back and forth and negotiating. But eventually a handshake's made, as it seems to be that Maple is going to be your human resources person, making sure you all get paid.
Yay! Human resources, Maple.
Human resources Maple. With that, I will get Maple the designated keys for the gem bank and our current stores. Rest of you, though, feel free to rest up. When you feel ready to go find our next person, let me know and I can get you a key. Sound good?
Okay, here's your key.
I hand it back over.
Appreciate it. And I am sorry you all didn't get paid in time. It was kind of a speedy move. I hope that somebody would make sure to divvy up the money sooner. You see the slow side eye to Silas.
Silas is currently just not even looking. He's just like, I have all this money. Had all this money. I still got a good portion of money.
I swear. Anyway, with that, Maple, let's go discuss business. The rest of you, if you're gonna do fucking shit, do it in your rooms. Looking at you, Key. Same with you, Lexa.
Like, I can just picture, like, same with Yuki, he's just, like, staring intently at this, pink slum on her arm and just trying to, like, get it to do certain things via, like, hand commands and whatnot, trying to, like, somewhat teach it. And just, what?
Nothing. Also, it's fine, but wait. Guys, you're missing somebody.
Oh shit, we forgot Violet!
Meanwhile, cut back to the front of the shop a couple of miles away, as Violet's sitting with a fur folk that looks to be like a rabbit, as she's petting the ears, being like, tell me, do they feel like this all the time, or is it only after you shampoo and condition?
I guess Bell's take the fuck off. Just
Mm-hmm. Ilara goes with you like, oh shit.
But that is where we will conclude for tonight's session.
Like, I can picture those two doing that and Key looking over to Alexa. So, help educate this one?
Can we take turns with education?
Doesn't sound bad. Your room or mine?
Both.
Sounds good. And they're just
Bring
probably
the
heading towards-
dragon dick as well.
And Key's just patting her back. Of course.
As you say this, and literally as the splitting up is happening, and it's like, nothing in the hallways either, you hear me?
Hey! As, like, Key and Lexa both are probably going up the stairs together with the slime just on one of Key's arms.
Maple looking, he's like, do we need to have a discussion on sexual relations as well? No, that's not part of this. You're here to help pay, that's it.
meanwhile just walking out into the forest. We might actually want to give him some time. You want to go take a cat nap out in the sunlight?
You're talking to Kilara?
Yeah.
I could probably use a nap. I got burned, like, inside and outside several times today, and it wasn't fun.
Yeah, my arm's feeling it.
But yeah,
Well,
I
if you
think with
excuse
that
me.
is...
Oh, shit.
Damn, Silas doesn't get a moment.
No,
What are
go
you
on
doing,
ahead,
You know what?
Skylet.
It's fine. Go ahead, Kamood. It's fine. I'm back. It's
No.
fine. You can totally skip over me. Everyone else gets their happy little epilogue.
What are you doing, Silas? I'm sorry.
Silas will open up the door to the beach. Well, while you're out taking that cat nap, you can say hi to your brother. I'm going fishing.
Oh.
As Jendamar is literally fixing like the side of one of the ship walls, sees you come back, is like, "Where the fuck have you been?"
You don't want to know.
No, I kind of do. Seriously, how am I supposed to
know
work
what?
for a boss that's gone half the time?
Isn't that how most businesses work?
Look, the last business I was a part of had my dad trying to fucking kill me.
Well, I'm not your father, and I'm not trying to kill you, so I think I'm doing 110% better. Speaking of
summer,
family, sibling!
I'm just standing there.
You son of a bitch! Get over here.
Oh, it's you. Fucking go get Violet.
I say out of the corner of my mouth to Belsa, like, "Urgh."
On it.
Oh, you! And I'm gonna lock him in a headlock
Yeah.
and try and give him a noogie.
It's like, little shit! Probably
He's
going for the
far-
punch you in the kidneys a few times, like, fuck you, miss you!
They are far bigger than you. They are far from little. Anyways, off to fish.
And with that, the final conclusion of Belza, you watching Violet caressing a fur folk's giant ears, asking it questions about how its hygiene habits are. And that is where we'll conclude for tonight, for real this time. That was
A trip?
fucking riot. It was a trip. Goddamn.
Still, like, if I could learn animate objects, like actual add to spells the whole 9 yards.
Yeah, I
happen.
know.
Having an army of dildos go through our next combat encounter.
No,
thank you.
no, it wouldn't be an
I mean, there is a
army.
spell for that in the Kings and Cantrips material.
Ooh.
Yeah,
No,
again-
we're not going there, but I wanted to say it. Anyway.
A big thank you to Kingston Cantrip for
Yes.
or not sponsoring us, but giving us that early access content. We love you guys. Mwah.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Stellar Publishing
Yeah,
is
just letting
awesome.
us. Yeah, thanks for letting us use your material.
Yeah, it is
what else?
appreciated.
Oh, we got
I
other
will
thankfuls.
say-
We got new people.
We do. Let's go through that as I can sift through and find my
While you're
stiff.
sifting, I just have a question for you, DM. Just for confirmation.
Yes.
So
Uh-huh.
we can delete the key stuff like I have in my abilities, my traits and stuff. I have the key of
Yes.
the expert. I can delete that, yeah?
You can delete that.
Sweet. Okay.
With that in mind, I'm gonna time travel back a little bit because honestly, we've been sicky icky for the past couple of weeks, and I'm not sure if we did thankfuls properly. So we're gonna make sure we give some love a little bit back. So thank you to Carnigan. They followed 14 days ago. Also thank you to Burn Paulson, Arcadia Stargazer,
Mhm.
and last but not least from this stream, thank you to Nudge for following. It is appreciated.
Yee.
Have a good night, Lady Grimoire.
Good night.
But
Have a good
but
night.
yes, again, many thanks to Stellar Publishing for letting us use the Kings and Cantrips material for the past couple of months. I will say we do have we have a couple more adventures planned in the Kings and Cantrips universe. This was kind of more of our lighthearted one that we wanted to do because we were honestly a little low spoons. We've all kind of gone through the ringer the past week.
Yeah.
But we will be continuing a little bit into Stellar Publishing's Kings and Cantrips. Probably the next session will be one of the last ones for a little bit. Do have one more cooking on the back burner, but we're gonna save that one for a little bit of a fun special occasion.
Okay.
Speaking of fun,
with-
we got brand new stuff coming around. Stay tuned.
Yeah, we got lots of new toys coming out soon. Besides that, Silly, we are prepping for last call. I'm gonna ask Silly, did we come up with my name this month? I don't remember it.
Yeah, I did.
What is this Pride Month? Please educate us.
Pride Month 6, Stuffed and Tucked.
Pride Month 6 Stuffed and Tucked. Happy Pride Month, everybody.
Mm-hmm.
But yes, last call. Is there anything anybody else would like to share?
Let others go first.
I'm good.
I got nothing.
Okay. I have stuff. Okay, so
What is your stuff?
number one, Happy Pride Month 6, obviously. But also, like, this is kind of candid off the top of my head, and I'm not gonna get political. I am just going to say, I know things are really rough right now. We covered this kind of last stream. Things are pretty scary right now for a lot of us, and we like to foster a really welcoming, very diverse, and very LGBTQIA plus friendly, and just generally very welcoming and inviting space. And I think that I just want to say, at least I know I can speak for myself, but I think I can also speak for all of us. Yes, it may be scary. Yes, it may be a lot going on right now in the world. But we have to stick together, and we want to provide a really good space for that. And we want to be sure that everybody who comes in here feels safe and happy, and that it's a good place for everyone. I just want to say, like, we love you, and thank you so much for being here and sticking with us and showing support. And we try to do the same. We're not just here to get something from you. We're here to give back, and we hope that, at least I know I do, and I think I can speak for all of us. I think we hope that what we provide is not only good quality entertainment, but also just a really good space with lots of love and care and empathy, and just a good place to be. And you're always welcome here. And I hope that you don't feel. I hope that whatever fear that you do feel passes, and that we can help provide comfort. Because I think that through all of this, we just need to stick together and know that we love each other, and that there are a lot of us out there that love each other. So just remember to love each other, and to be kind, and to protect each other. And we're all going to be going through a lot, so just be there for each other. And yes, the Discord is a great space to do that. Bear just shared the link. Like, come join us. We're not trying to advertise something for profitable benefit necessarily. It's a nice space. It's a place where we can chat, hang out, watch movies, play video games, play D&D, all kinds of stuff. So you're always welcome.
It's a big old safe space.
Yes. So
As
that's all I
I
really
will-
want to say.
I will tag in with this as well, and just
Yeah.
say a little bit to remind, as I agree, it's been a rough weeks, and the big thing is to remember you are loved and cared for in some form or capacity. Just don't forget that. There are people in this world that genuinely love and care for you and want to see you do nothing but succeed. And if anything, know that we love and care and want to see you thrive. Like MJ kind of said, we don't do this really for monetary gain at this, like, especially at this point. Fun fact, we've actually been doing this now for almost a year, if not almost over a year now. And I think
Oh,
it's safe
shit.
to say that, yeah, time flies. As I think it's safe to say at this point, we do this because we enjoy it. We enjoy it, and the idea of wanting to support each other as we try to grow and build, making our lives better. And we just hope that while we're doing that, it inspires you to do the same.
Yes.
Know that you're loved, know you're not alone, and know that it will get better. We will get warm again, and there's better down the road.
So, I just checked.
Mm-hmm.
Yesterday was our anniversary.
Holy
Oh,
shit!
damn.
Really?
Yeah,
Damn.
November
Damn.
10th.
Oh my
Oh
god.
shit. You know what?
Exactly,
I
1
think
year.
we could show off the new stuff then.
Oh my god.
Okay. Done.
Hold
Give me
up.
a hot
Fine.
minute.
Thank you. We didn't even know it was our anniversary. Appreciate it.
We really didn't. It's kind of one of those things we knew it was around, but because of the way Twitch deletes stuff and everything, it was like, are we there? Are we close? I don't
Yeah,
know.
because it was uploaded.
It's
The
a blur.
first episode 0 was uploaded on the 10th of last year.
Damn.
Holy
Well,
shit.
congratulations, everybody. I guess that's cool.
Yeah.
Sorry, we've just been a little distracted with the world on fire.
Everything.
And, yeah.
So much
So-
so. Gosh damn.
God, that's cool.
We're gonna post these in stream space.
So
So
definitely
that I can then
join the Discord if you
Yeah.
guys want to get a little
Yeah.
like sneak peeks. Talk to us. We're friendly.
Yeah.
promise we don't bite much.
I mean, I like to nibble. I'm not gonna lie. Just,
Careful.
Nipples are good.
Bear
it's
takes
affectionate.
arms.
I mean, to be fair,
I
we
do
literally
take
just
arms.
got done having a whole session where we talked about sexy shit. Oh, thank you, Bear. That helps a lot.
Always.
Pardon me, like, I'm getting creative here
Mhm.
because I don't think we necessarily want to share DMs. So I'm just getting everything copy pasted over. Please keep distracting while I do this.
All right, and I'm gonna go ahead and close out my stream because I'm going to recommend anyone who's on my side to go check out Z's side over at the Altar Stand. Check out the links below.
Yes.
It links to everybody here who does stream and give them some love. Mwah.
Yeah.
Bye bye, y'all.
Copy image. I am almost done. I have 2 more to do. I have 1 more.